We are continuing our conversation now live from the Clements Center, back to school. It's the issue we just were discussing, vaccine mandates when it comes to COVID-19 and if they're on the horizon for schools across the northern and the southern tier. Let's talk now to Kelly Hoke, Superintendent of GST BOCES. Kelly, what are you seeing when it comes to vaccination? Do you believe a vaccine mandate will soon be on the horizon for students here in New York?
Sure. So at this point, we haven't been given any directive that would state that there will be a vaccine mandate for students or staff. But at this point, too, I believe anything is possible. We've seen a lot of changes, and I think continued changes will be expected until we are somewhat through the worst of what the pandemic has yet to offer. We thought we were almost to the other side of it last year, but as we've seen the uptick and the Delta variant come onto the scene, so to speak, it's constantly changing how we react. But what I will say that's been helpful is the preventative measures that have been put in place. So it's not just about vaccination, but about weekly testing requirements and also masking and distancing. So those preventative measures may keep a vaccine mandate at bay. It will just depend on what the science and what the landscape continues to look like.
Kyle, are you seeing where there's this push here in New York, obviously by the governor, and she's been talking about it over the last few days and even earlier today. Are you seeing more parents wanting to have their children vaccinated, or are you seeing resistance to the possibility of that?
We had some vaccine clinics hosted in Hammondsport before the school year started just for access. Steuben County was very cooperative in terms of bringing vaccine clinics to rural communities to just help parents with transportation and access to different vaccines for all family members. About 40% of our students who are able to be vaccinated are vaccinated currently, which is a decent percentage. They took advantage of it, and we do have parents who've asked the question about vaccines. So I think there's a population of parents who will be willing and eager to get vaccinated once it's offered to that younger population.
I want to turn now to masking, because that has been quite a controversial issue for some, and I know there's two different stories when it comes to New York and when it comes to Pennsylvania, as we saw earlier in this broadcast. Dr. Barnes, we were discussing this a little bit before the broadcast today, how you began school without a mask mandate, and within a week there was one. How did that go?
Without making any judgment, okay, of anyone, it has caused some consternation with some parents. That's been throughout the state of Pennsylvania, especially through the northern tier. I am thankful. Our parents are very good people, they're caring people, and while they may not have agreed with the mask mandate, and they're obviously allowed to come to the board meeting and express their opinions and thoughts, and they have done that, and the board has been terrific about listening. The bottom line is that most people are following the mandate, and the students are really cooperating, so it's not been as maybe contentious as it could have been.
That's
so
good.
I'm thankful for that.
Well, that is good. It was a different story, obviously, in New York. The mandate was already in place before back to school. Kelly, how are you seeing things when it comes to GST BOCES?
We've seen really compliance across the board and across the region. We certainly have some people that don't agree with the mandate, but we will have that with anything and any decision, so to speak. But we too have experienced really a lot of respect from our parents, our families, and our community members. They may not agree with it, but they understand that this is the rules that we must follow at this point in order to ensure safety, but also just to make sure that we stay in person. And that's really what people want. They want, their children to have the best educational experience that they can have every single day. And so that quality of educational experience is taking the forefront, so to speak, over the contentiousness of a mask.
Okay. Before we go to break, Kyle, real quick, how are things going when it comes to masking? Are you seeing resistance? Are you seeing parents okay with it? You mentioned something about the pre-K.
Yeah, we had, our pre-K students weren't in attendance last year, so we had younger students, this year who are 3, 4, and 5-year-olds who'd never been in a public school setting who were coming into school for the first time wearing masks. That certainly created some anxiety from parents. Dropping off your students for school for the first time and then also throwing masks into the equation is certainly going to create some anxiety. But those students are unbelievable. They are so eager to be just in the classroom and in that learning environment that it was awesome to see.
And I do want to talk about that anxiety and mental health when we come back, because it's such a crucial issue, coming from remote learning to back in person. That's coming up next. You're watching an 18 News special, and we will be right back.